The time has come for the most exciting, undiscovered show of the internet. Friday, TGIF Valentine Show. Yeah. How's everybody doing? We got an excellent show coming through the pipe. We got a lot. The debate has marinated on me after a couple days, and I have different strong opinions about certain things that in hindsight I look and I see that are wrong. We're gonna be talking about the president caught the plague. Is it the end of the world? Of course not. He's gonna come out of this nice and strong. That and much more, and the winner of the $50 tonight. How's everybody doing, man? 7 people already up in the chat. What's up? Damien from the Bronx in the house. Morgan up in the house. The regular crew, like always, supporting the show, supporting the channel. We're gonna get started right away because there's a lot to talk about, and I know you guys want to talk about a lot of the stuff that's going on in the mainstream media and in the world in general. Guys, how you guys doing, man? Talk to me. How you guys feeling? TGIF. Beautiful day as always. We're blessed, guys. We're blessed to have all these things that we have. We live in the most, how can I put it? Let me just make up words. I don't care if they're not right. In the bestest, the most productive country in the world, America. You're blessed, guys. I know there's people that complain, but you're not. None of those people follow me because those people are in Antifa and leftists and etc. But you are blessed, and a lot of you guys know that. Let's start the show right away. We're gonna talk about a lot of things. Let's start the show with this. We're gonna talk about Joe Biden as always. We're gonna talk about the debate has marinated on me, and there's a big flaw, or there's a big thing that's hitting me now that it didn't hit me like a couple minutes after the debate. You guys, a lot of you guys were with me on the debate night, and we're gonna be talking about that. We're gonna be talking about who are the who are the white supremacists, multiracial, this is crazy, multiracial Proud Boys, and a lot of things to cover. But let's get started with this right here. This is a cyclist in here. I think this is here in the United States. He has the American flag. He gets, look what it says here. Cyclist Quinn Simmons suspended for divisive. You're gonna be surprised when you hear the words that these people leftists consider divisive, and they suspended this guy. Most likely they're probably gonna let this kid go. Actually, he's a young guy. He's 19 years old. Let's read a little bit here. Thanks to the New York Post, an up-and-coming American cyclist has been suspended from his racing team for making comments in support of President Trump. Hey, you committed the cardinal sin. Do not support President Trump in public. You got to do it on your own time with your family. Do not support him in public. That's the cardinal rule that he committed. Supporting President Trump, where it says here, in support of President Trump on Twitter, and then the team dubbed divisive, incendiary, and detrimental. Quinn, 19 years old. Damn, this boy does not look 19. Look at this man right here. 19 years old. Guy look like 30 something. 19 years old, was taken out of action by the Trek Segredo team after getting into an online exchange with Dutch journalist Wendy Simmons, who joined the world. Blah blah blah. Listen to the exchange. Look at the exchange here. This was with a Dutch journalist. Look what it says here. World team this year after winning the Junior Road World Championship last year. Came under fire after responding to an anti-Trump tweet by cycling journalist Jose Bean. My dear American friends, I hope this horrible president ends for you. No, we don't. We wanted to continue. Bean posted, as for us as former allies too, if you follow me and support Trump, you can go. So if you follow me and you support Trump, leave. That's what this host tolerant leftist says. Go. There is zero excuse to follow or vote for the vile, horrible man. Again, their self-righteousness. They believe they're better than you. Simmons, the 19 30-year-old looking guy right here, he says, bye, with an emoji of a dark-skinned waving hand. Look, wow, they even noted that. Dark-skinned waving hand. Wow. Wasn't that one of the stupidest things that they did when they put it, the emoji skin colors? Like, who asked for this? That's all I'm asking. Like, hey, I'm triggered, please. I'm not yellow. Please put the different type of skin colors on there. Because if not, I'm triggered. Like, who would in their right mind ask for this? Emoji colors, right? ABC News, when another user replied, apparently a Trumper, Simmons came back with a post saying, that's right, with a U.S. flag. The team announced Wednesday that it had suspended Simmons. What was the hate? Divisive? What was the word that they use here? Divisive and incendiary? They call it right here. He just said, that's right, and he put a U.S. flag symbol. That's divisive and incendiary. That's where we're at. And this man who has been working hard to win and do what he does shows his support for the president of the United States because he's an American in public, and saying I support the president just by saying that's right and an American flag. What was the divisive? The American flag was the divisive part? I mean, I don't get it. I mean, probably knowing these leftists who are burning American flags left and right, that was probably the incendiary part. This is where we at, guys. The guy got, and again, they're coming for you personally, but it has to become to a point. You know how we end this stuff? It comes to a point. If there's more people that they can handle, meaning like if the whole team, his whole team would have been pro-Trumpers, they wouldn't have fired the whole team. They fired him because he came out bravely. What I say by that is that we need to show our support constantly. Obviously, okay, yeah, don't get fired, don't go crazy. You know, be smart. You know where you could do things you do, but our support, the silent majority, needs to start getting some bravery and let's start showing some support for our country and our values. Again, guys, I mean, we live here now. Our kids are going to stay here in this country. What type of country do you want to live to your kids? Do you want to live a country that they get literally fired or canceled because they say that's right, they support a particular ideology, they say that's right, and an American flag? That's the country that you want to live for your children? You're going to be hunkered down and avoiding any type of criticism because you don't want to look a certain way or do this, yet the country you're living for your children is going to be a hellhole, right? Let's continue here. Let's see who's up in here. Wow, we got 10 people, man. The chat is going crazy as always, man. Who's up in here? Okay. Yeah, well, more. Bless you, brother. God bless you too, brother or sister. I have no idea, but God bless you and your family. Ronnie in the house. Who else is up in here? Again, Morgan at the Damien doing their things. And again, guys, we're make sure to like, to share this content. If this is your first time here, every Friday we have a live call-in show. So around 8:30, we're going to be turning on the line. So hear your comments, what you think about all this craziness that's going on in the United States, the president catching the plague or Rona. We're going to be talking about how the debate has marinated on me these couple years, and I've seen exactly what happened on the debate. And then I have a slightly different opinion, a strong opinion on a certain thing, a certain person of the debate, and we're gonna get into all that stuff. There's a lot of things, man. There's some things, some things that happened after the debate with Chris Wallace too that I'm highly questioning in Fox News, and you guys have to stay here because you guys need to hear a lot of that stuff. But let's talk about this right here. A lot of people are questioning this, the stimulus. Are we gonna get stimulus? Is there a stimulus check coming? A lot of people need to know this. Let me tell you guys this. I've covered it on the channel. The executive order that Donald Trump signed, giving the extra $300, some people $400, I think only 2 states extra after the original $600 ran out, that's also temporary. That is going to run out on some people. For example, in the state of New York, that ran out. There's no more money. So you're only getting your regular unemployment, meaning a very low percentage of what you got, maybe like a third of your regular paycheck or something like that, right? So that ran out. There's no more extra money in New York, but the bills and all that stuff continue. And we're still waiting for the stimulus. Some news, some movement going on in the Senate, or not in the Senate, actually, in the House of Representatives. The House passes $2.2 trillion Democratic coronavirus bill. What is the difference here? We're still talking about, let me give you what are the still main points here. We're still talking about, the Democrats are still talking about the $600 unemployment, but that's, I think, a negotiation piece, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. We are talking about the $1,200 per adult and $2,400 per couple, married couple, and a $500 eligible child credit. Also, the same parameters that they use in the first stimulus check. All that is coming through, right? They reduced it. They wanted like a $3 trillion package, right? They reduced it. So the Democrats are going down. The Republicans in the Senate, they want only a $1.6 trillion package. That's all they want. That's all that's on the table. But again, Steve Mnuchin, Secretary of Treasury Steve Mnuchin, and Nancy Pelosi here, they have been talking. They're going to try to do one more thing. I think one more with this attempt here, one more try before the elections to see what happens. Donald Trump has expressed his support for sending money directly to the people, right? Which is very important. Some professionals, not me, some economists, etc., saying that the economy, even though the unemployment rate is going down substantially, right? I think we're like 8 point something from like 15. It's still, the economy still showing some signs of holding back, right? So Donald Trump again has said that he wants to do the stimulus, which I think he is gonna do it. But still, let's see what happens. Getting back to the 600 that they input in this new bill still, and this was a stumbling block on the last bill, or it's been a stumbling block between negotiations between Republicans and Democrats, is the $600 of unemployment insurance. The problem is, again, the Democrats want to give it, but the Republicans are saying that incentivizes people not to go to work. A lot of people were with the 600 extra on top of their regular unemployment, were making more money sitting down watching Netflix than working. So that's a problem. It incentivizes people to stay home and not go back to work in the economy. So that's the problem. Republicans want to put it down. Democrats want to give it again. I think Nancy Pelosi put it in there again to say, to use it as a negotiation piece, meaning, okay, you give us this and we'll put that down. Like, for example, you give us whatever and we'll put it down to 500 a week or 400 a week, which was something that the president already signed and it's okay with. So I think it's a negotiating point, and we'll see what happens. I mean, I hope a lot of people are still hurting. I know we get it. We're conservative. We work. We do this. We all that. We're in it. We want it. But some people, there's a lot of jobs closing down. There's a lot of people who are not able to find jobs. And I think still, we need to, I think, shouldn't we be taking care of the American citizenry instead of sometimes bailing out a lot of these huge companies, which I'm sometimes against. Like, if you're, like, for example, the airline industry, which I mentioned in the video, the airline industry, which everybody enjoys the airline industry. You get on a plane, you cross the country, right? You cross, huge bodies of waters, etc., blah, 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 right? But the thing is that I remember the airline industry was saying that they couldn't continue operating like only a month into the coronavirus. I'm like, it's okay. So what type of business model are you running here if you're not even sustainable 1 month not operating? What is it? How much debt are you? Debt to income and debt to, whatever, that they cannot operate 1 month. So I'm like, okay, so they have a horrible business model. And then us, you and me, the American people, are going to come and bail them out? That makes no sense. How about you bail out the citizenry who they haven't? And again, if the government comes out and they stop all bill collection, all rents, all that, no problem. Nobody will be asking for money, in my opinion, right? Or they will be asking for less. But I think they're not able to do that because of the Constitution. The government cannot come out and tell you don't charge you can't, as a landlord, for example, you cannot charge your rent this month. That's unconstitutional. You know what I'm saying? So that's a big problem. So they have to come out and they have to give money. I get it. We get it. We don't want to indebt the country for our children. Who does? Nobody does. But tough times calls for tough measures. But let's see what happens, man. I think something good is gonna happen. I think. Let's talk about this. Guess who got nominated for a third Nobel Peace Prize? Three times. I named them. I coined them. Donnie Boy, the peacemaker, making peace everywhere. Donnie Boy got nominated. Listen, did you know about this? This is the thing about the media, guys. The media has you brainwashed and you don't even know it. Some people think that brainwashing is like, oh, walking like this and oh, I'm brainwashed. No, that's not brainwashing. They have you making decisions on the information they provide for you, and you don't question it because, again, these people have fame, they have a brand, they have this, they have that. It's like, for example, let's compare a CNN to the Valentine show. Compare it. Who has more of a prestige? Who has more of this? Who has more of a brand? CNN. But again, you guys know and consume the Valentine show because I'm a trusted news source, right? And you guys know that I try to give you the facts, right? But they have more prestige than me. So most people that are not educated in the facts are going to trust CNN for their news. And they don't know that CNN has a biased and then a personal agenda. Did you know about this? I didn't know about this. Did you know that Trump got nominated for a third time? They didn't cover it, so you don't know about it, right? So let's see why. But not only this, brace yourself. If you're driving, slow down. If you're standing up, sit down, because what I'm about to tell you is something out of this world. Not only did Donald Trump get nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, man, I don't even know if I should tell you guys this, man. Should I tell you guys this? Look who else got nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. Sleepy Joe. That's right. Joe Biden is now a Nobel Peace Prize nominee, just like President Donald Trump. We're going to get into the reasons why, the stupid reasons why he got nominated. After we get into the reasons why he got nominated, Donald Trump got nominated for a third time. This is thanks to the Hill. Trump nominated for something called what some professors or people are calling the Trump Doctrine. What is the Trump Doctrine? We're going to see here. But who did the nomination? This is thanks to the Hill. President Trump has received a third nomination of a Nobel Peace Prize, according to Sky News in Australia. Sky News, guys, if you don't know about Sky News in Australia, if you want something, a news source that is not in the United States and is a conservative news source, Sky News is the one. Go to Sky News Australia. Very, very good. They come up with very good information a lot of the times. 4 Australian law professors recently nominated the president for the high honor, with one of them, David Flint, citing the recent role in helping broker relations between Israel and the United Arab Emirates, which everybody knows. And I think he got nominated. One of the nominations was for that already. He went ahead and negotiated against all the advice, but he did it with a common sense. He negotiated directly with Arab states concerned Israel and brought them together, Flint said. The law professor also pointed out to an idea he referred to as the Trump Doctrine. In his comments, explaining the recent nomination to the news agencies on Sunday, what he has done with Trump Doctrine is that he has decided that he will no longer have America in endless wars which achieve nothing but the killing of thousands of young Americans, Flint said. That is true. The Trump Doctrine was one of his running points from the beginning. Is actually one of the things that I like about Donald Trump. He said, America, we're going to bring our boys back. Bring our boys back. Why does a kid from Kansas or something like that has to go die for the peace and security of another country? No, let them fight for it. Bring our boys back. This is what Donald Trump has run on. How many wars have we started? 0. How much relative peace have we achieved? I think a lot. North Korea, peace in the Middle East. Come on now. We have achieved that. He wants to bring, and he gets criticized all the time. Yo, why are you pulling? He says, we're pulling out from a certain place in the Middle East. Yo, why are you doing that? We're pulling out for Kazakhstan. Why are you doing that? Then we got to leave the troops there, because if not, Russia is going to do, whatever. He gets criticized because he wants to bring the boys back. So this is the Trump doctrine. He doesn't want to be the police of the world. And I get it. I understand why the United States does it. Because if the United States is not the police of the world, somebody else is going to be. Whether it's going to be Russia, China wants to be the police of the world and the superpower of the world. So the United States has found himself in an obligation to be the police of the world, to be the leaders of the world. Imagine if the United States, a freedom-loving country, was not the leader of the world. It would be China or something like that, an authoritarian regime like China. What would happen? Could we talk this freely? I could say whatever I want about President Trump, about Joe Biden. No problem. Try doing that in China. Go ahead. Why did Joe Biden get nominated? Brace yourself. This is insanity. If it's like this, the reason that these people give it, this is why they do it, then you know what? Prepare for Valentine Forever is getting nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. This is thanks to people. Look what it says here. Add Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden to the list of those, including his political rival President Donald Trump, nominated for the 2020 Nobel Peace Prize. On Monday, a member of the British Parliament announced that he had nominated Biden 77 for the coveted award, telling the Evening Standard in the UK that his nomination was based, in his words, the Democrats' strength in political debate and argument. Dude got nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize for Democrats' strength in political debate and argument. That he didn't look too good on the stage on Tuesday. If that's worthy, of a nomination to a Nobel Peace Prize, come on, man. I think to be honest, a nomination like this, you know what it makes me think right off the back? I go into full conspiracy mode, man. Full. I go down the rabbit hole right away. To me, and again, this is just a conspiracy and my thoughts, the Valentine Show thoughts. A nomination like this just puts me to believe and gives credence to that this man in the parliament was bought out to nominate Joe Biden just because President Trump has 2 nominations and with this one 3. That's all. How you gonna nominate somebody for this? Come on, dude. Come on, man. The Democrats' strength in political debate and argument for a Nobel Peace Prize? Does that make any sense? Come on. Makes no sense whatsoever. But again, this is what these people are, man. Let's continue here, man. I want to talk about this story. As you guys know, let me pause this. As you guys know, The Rock has come out in support of Joe Biden. And it makes me think like big guys like that, big guys. For the most part, I'm going to tell you right now, for the most part, guys, a lot of guys, at least as Alexis likes to call them, the alpha males, a lot of alpha males, right? They're Trump supporters, plain and simple. They support President Trump. They don't care what he says. Guys are like that. Guys are rough and tumble. Guys, that's what guys do, man. That's what guys do. And you will see a big guy like this, like The Rock, a guy who's a wrestler, a guy who done the action movie, big tough guy. He comes out in support for Joe Biden. Makes you think. This is thanks to Angela Stanton. Go follow her on Twitter. I mean, not on Twitter, on Instagram. She comes out with a lot of good material. And follow me on Instagram too. I don't even know what's my thing, man. Let me see. Follow me there. Look, the Valentine Show, I'm there, ready to rock and roll. So this is she posted this, right? And this is a skit from Saturday Night Live or something like that, and where The Rock is talking about, I don't know how you could make jokes about molesting children. Makes zero sense to me. I understand dark humor, but like, children, why would you bring children into joking about this? And again, all these pedophiles, you find them, all these Hollywood pedophiles, and you find them openly tweeting about this. Like you guys remember the what was it? The director or producer of Guardians of the Galaxy, Something Done. His tweets were disgusting. But let's get into this. That way you guys see what I'm talking about. Let me see. Put it here. Look at this, man.
And I And for the most evil invention in the world contest, I invented a child molesting robot.
Do you hear the laughter in the audience? Like, how is this like the child? I invented a child molesting robot. What's funny about that? Where's the funny part?
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll speak up. It's a robot that is designed to molest children. And I call it Robo Chomo. You see, it's powered by solar rechargeable fuel cells, and it costs pennies to manufacture. And it can, theoretically, molest twice as many children as a human molester in, quite frankly, half the time.
Demonic.
So, do I win the contest?
Again, demons, bro. These people are demons. Like, there is no answer. I tell you guys all the time, guys, there is a battle. It's not Republican, Democrat. That's not the battle. No, it's none of that. It's not racism against white supremacy. It's demons, the devil against God. That's what it is. This is what these people are. It's revolting. Revolting how this type of material is even let out to be seen by the public as like normal. It's I want to bomb it to this. And this is the guy. You support Joe Biden? Hell no, I'm not supporting nothing that has to do with Joe Biden. The person that you support, bro, I support everything that you do not support. I mean, and it makes sense. Look at this. That's trash, man. Man, gets to me. But it's crazy. It's insanity. That's the world we live in, guys. That's the world we live in. I hope you guys, I know there's people that don't believe in God. I understand and I respect that. But I plead with you guys to open your eyes and start seeing what's happening. Start seeing the amount of evil that's out here. Start seeing. You're going to start seeing it. Just open up your eyes. You were seeing it before. Now start actually taking into account what these people are. Let's see what else I got for you guys before I open up the lines. I want to get to this story real quick before. I want to play probably just a little bit of the video. This is a video in English and Spanish, actually. You see, like, the guy is speaking English and Spanish. We're talking about the Proud Boys, the white supremacist, multiracial hate group. Does that make sense? It doesn't. Yeah, but that's what they call it. So the Democrats, right? And that's something that they didn't like about the debate. They were pushing Trump constantly on the whole white supremacy stupidity. As a matter of fact, wait up. Let me go to a thing. I want you guys to see this. This was back in 2016 to Chris Wallace, the same one who asked him the same stupid question again. And this is why it makes me, this is what we're going to talk about. Chris Wallace. That's the one who I'm pivoting to, who I think did a horrible job. And I think he might have been the orchestrator and added to the fire, which was, let's pile up on President Trump. This was to Chris Wallace himself. 2016.
I totally disavow the Ku Klux.
Sorry.
I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan. I totally disavow David Duke. I've been doing it now for 2 weeks. You're probably about the 18th person that's asked me the question. It was very clear. That question was also talked about in the form of groups. I want to know, which groups are you talking about? You have to tell me which groups. Ultimately, he got to the Ku Klux Klan, which obviously I'm going to disavow. And by the way, if you look on my Twitter account, almost immediately after the program, they were disavowed again. You know, it's amazing. When I do something on Twitter, everybody picks it up, goes all over the place. But when I did this one, nobody ever picks it up. Take a look at my Twitter account.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
I think this time, again, I wouldn't have even answered this race baiting Chris Wallace. And look how many times he has done it. He has done
white supremacy, the neo-Nazis. He hasn't condemned a darn thing.
You've got David Duke just joined, a bigot, a racist, a problem.
Would you repudiate David Duke?
Sure.
David Duke and robocalls are out again, the white supremacist movement supporting you. Do you have any words for that?
well, I disavow. David Duke endorsed me? Okay. All right. I disavow. Okay.
That's like
we
he's
looked at it and looked at the question.
He's like, okay, David Duke. Okay, again, I thought he started in his mind. He was thinking, okay, David Duke, KKK. Okay, I disavow. I disavow again. It's like 10 billionth time, and they bring it up again because this is what it is. They're not asking him that. They want to frame him with that. That's what they want to do. He has said it. You know what? If it was me, I would just straight up get gangster with him. I would be like, no, check my Twitter. Go Google something. Google. I wouldn't even answer next time, to be honest. Google it. I would tell him just like that. Google it. How many times have disavowed?
Disavowed David Duke. So I've disavowed David Duke all weekend long on Facebook, on Twitter, and obviously it's never enough.
So are you prepared right now to make a clear and unequivocal statement renouncing the support of all white supremacists?
Of course I am. Of course I am.
When Chris joined, we had a news conference, and they asked me the exact same question. I said, I disavow. I disavowed then. I disavowed today on ABC with George Stephanopoulos. I disavowed again.
David Duke is a bad person who I disavowed on numerous occasions over the years.
I totally disavow the Ku Klux Klan.
He's yet wants to condemn.
Yeah, and then Joe Biden comes out and says he's yet wants to condemn. Yo, one thing that, not thinking back, at that debate, Joe Biden lied a lot. A lot. Joe Biden lied. A lot. And then they talk about Donald Trump. But let's see a little bit here about this racist. I think he's the chair of what's it called again? The Proud Boys. Oh man. Look at that racist. Look at that white supremacist. This guy's a Cuban.
Enrique, ¿cuál fue tu reacción cuando el presidente Trump los mencionó durante el debate?
The reporter asked, "What is your?" His name is Enrique. Enrique is something. I forget his name. Asked him. This is again in English. In Spanish. I'm sorry. He asked him, "What is your reaction when the president mentioned the Proud Boys?"
Estuve super happy que el nombre de nosotros estaba en el main stage del debate presidencial, el primer debate presidencial.
Okay, thank you. Jawa, yeah, Torrio is the last name. They didn't say that he's Cuban. His accent, he's Cuban, 100% he's Cuban. I'm gonna tell you right now, guys, you guys don't know about Cubans. Cubans don't play when it comes to President Trump. Cubans are 1,000% Trump supporters, and they're going in. This guy is a Cuban guy, and he's the head right now of the Proud Boys.
Del 2020, el presidente y el vicepresidente fueron los dos que dijeron el nombre de los Proud Boys.
¿Por qué el presidente escoge?
He said that obviously both the president and Joe Biden says the Proud Boys. So they're very happy that they mentioned the Proud Boys. I'm pretty sure that like this naming thing of the Proud Boys is probably like increasing their membership.
Mencionarlos a usted. Se pudo haber quedado callado y decir condeno la supremacía blanca, condeno las milicias. Pero dijo Proud Boys, stand back and stand by. Okay. ¿Qué quiere decir stand back and stand by?
El debate fue
The question is, why did President Trump decided to mention the Proud Boys? Because he asked, what group do you, it's like they got him so tired. What group do you want me to mention now? And he did it. If you guys saw the clip that I just put, he did it also in 2016. He asked, what group do you want me to disavow? And he said, okay, I disavow the Proud Boys. Stand back and stand by. Now they're actually taking that also and say, why is President Trump saying stand back and stand by? Why is he saying that? Like, yo, bro, like, come on, dude. Like, who cares what the president says? Is he telling them to go attack? What is he telling them to do? Like, what are you imagining in your world that he shouldn't have said? I mean, I don't get it.
Entre Joe Biden y Donald Trump.
And then he says, this guy says, I guess sarcastically, the debate was between Joe Biden and Donald Trump.
Y él le estaba
like, you gotta ask them why they say that.
Respondiendo a Joe Biden que quería que el presidente disavow lo que él pensaba, lo que Joe Biden pensaba que era un grupo supremacía blanca, que eso quiere decir que Joe Biden no está informado.
He said that that he was telling them, and the reason that he said that is because Joe Biden mentioned the Proud Boys as a form of white supremacists. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't see anything white about this man right here. So Joe Biden, he's saying that Joe Biden is not educated on who the Proud Boys are. Again, this is just it's like, if you Google, like, what do the Democratic Party represent? Or what do the Democratic Party offer? One of the things that they offer is racism. They see everything through the lenses of racism. This is what these people do.
Y cuando le preguntó esa pregunta al presidente, el presidente le contestó y le dijo, oh, Proud Boys, stand back, stand down. It wasn't about white supremacy anymore. It was about Joe Biden wanting to mention a group. that is not white supremacy.
Quiero que me digas si esta respuesta es tuya en un chat que dice, después de que el presidente dice stand back and stand by. Dice Enrique Tarrio, standing by, sir.
Okay, he wrote, when the president says stand back and stand by, he wrote on the chat, standing by, sir. She's bringing that up to him because he wrote that on some chat. And he wants to say, she's asking him, is this your response?
Standing by, sir.
¿Qué quiere decir esa respuesta?
When I say standing by, sir, I'm standing by to follow my president in whatever capacity that means.
Tú dices que ustedes no son
So well, you guys heard it. I don't got to translate that
un
one.
grupo supremacista.
The question is, you guys say that you guys are not a white supremacist. Why would you even ask him that? I'm sorry. You're looking at a brown man. Some people will call him black. The KKK will call him black. Why would you even ask him that?
Blanco. ¿Qué son entonces?
We're a drinking club with a...
What are you? That's what he says. Look, that's the answer. We're a drinking club with?
Patriot problem.
Patriot
is what we are. Nosotros no somos un grupo, de verdad no somos un grupo político.
He says, in reality, we're not really a political group. Like, I hope you stay a political group, please. We need a political group.
Hay muchos de nosotros que somos políticos, pero la gran mayoría de los Proud Boys no son políticos, nada más que quieren salir de la casa una vez al mes a tomarse una cerveza.
Yeah, a lot of us are not political, but a lot of us are political. We're just guys that want to come out one time a month and drink a beer.
El Southern Poverty Law Center los catalogó a ustedes como un grupo de odio. ¿Son un grupo de odio?
Dependiendo cómo me pregunta.
The Southern Poverty Law Center categorized the Proud Boys as a hate group. Are you a hate group?
Si somos un grupo de odio, si odiamos personas.
He says, do we hate people? No, we don't hate people.
No, absolutely not. Si odiamos authoritarian governments.
Do we hate authoritarian governments?
We hate them. Unequivocally, I hate them. Do we hate el fascismo, el comunismo, el racismo?
Do we hate fascism, communism, racism?
Y todos los otros ismos.
¿Tú
crees que el presidente Trump es racista, como lo han
Do you believe President Trump is a racist?
llamado?
No. Como me llaman a mí supremacistas blancos, es igual como le dicen a él racista y supremacista blanco.
The way that they call me white supremacist, he's talking about me. The way that they call me white supremacist is the same way that they call him white supremacist. That's the end of that. These people are just patriots, people doing what they do. I mean, it's just, again, man, this is, what did Joe offer at that debate? What did Joe offer? Absolutely nothing, man. This is what these people do. But the time has come. Let's put this, but more importantly, you guys are waiting for something. And I forgot to look it up, to put it up, but we're going to find it right now, right away. The winner of the 50 Amazon dollars. Let me find it here. Let me find it. Let me see, where is it at? These guys, give me 1 second. I apologize, man, to be honest. I usually have this ready to rock and roll, but I totally forgot this time. And I apologize. But hey, let me see. Give me 1 second. Where is it at? Come on, baby. Let me see. No. Sorry, guys. I apologize, but I need to do this now because you guys are waiting to see who won. The winners already has been picked out already. Actually, the winner already probably spent the money because I gave it to that person on Saturday. The same day, actually. But wait, man. Oh, my goodness. Wait, where is this at? Ah, there you go. Wrong email. I'm looking here on my personal email. It's not on my personal email. It's on another email. Let me see here. Okay. The name of the winner is QT. QT. I haven't even seen that person in the comments, but I've asked that person, what do you want the money? I'm not stupid. What is it that you want the money for? And I said, I want the money for the 1,000 subscribers from the world famous Valentine. No, he didn't say the world famous, but yeah, he wanted the money for the $50 for the 1,000 subscribers of the Valentine Show. Congratulations to QT for being the first person that got through. A couple of you guys tried to get through, but QT just murdered you guys and got through, and is probably wasted that $50, to be honest. But let's turn on the phone lines. The number is 646-470-1077 is the line to call. I want you guys to call me up. Let me know what you guys think about a lot of the things that we talked about today. My main problem that I have, let me put this scene back. After the debate has marinated on me for a couple of days, is the name is not Joe Biden. The name is not Donald Trump. The name is Chris Wallace. That is the name that has marinated on me, and where I have a big beef regarding the way he conducted himself, super partisan, in my opinion, on what was supposed to be a neutral debate. And that didn't happen. That did not happen on Saturday. I mean, I'm on Tuesday. But before we get into that, look at this crazy story regarding the owners of the Fox. And again, guys, you guys, and we're going to get into actually how Chris Wallace got some heat from his coworkers at Fox. And look at the owner, or whatever, the CEO. Yeah, the CEO of Fox. Look what it says. I never dreamt it will go off the tracks the way that Chris Wallace says the debate was terrible missed opportunity, as he revealed Fox Corp CEO Lachlan Murdoch greeted him afterward with champagne. This is thanks to the Daily Mail. After a performance like that, why will you meet one of your coworkers, or our employees, better said, with champagne as if he's doing a good job? Was that the whole plan from the beginning? Why would you do this? Why would you do this, Lachlan Murdoch? Why would you do this? Why would you meet this guy with this disaster of a moderation with champagne? That makes me question this, to be honest. And Donald Trump has voiced his grief with Fox News. And again, I watch Fox News every so often. I'm not a 100% Fox News follower, and they got good content, but you have this person that does this, and then the CEO meets him with champagne as in a form of celebration. That throws up some sirens up there. Like, what are they doing? What is the plan here? Is Fox News taking conservatives for a ride also? And they're just taking the opposite of CNN, not even caring, just take the opposite of CNN and liberal media to get their niche in the market, or their place in the market? Is that the whole strategy behind this? Because why would you congratulate a coworker, or an employee, better said, with champagne after doing such an abysmal job at what is supposed to be a presidential campaign? I found out later also that Chris Wallace is a registered Democrat, guys. Did you guys know this? Chris Wallace is a registered Democrat. So, and what's more worrisome is that if this is Chris Wallace, who works for Fox News, who we think as conservatives gonna at least we thought that was gonna be almost maybe like a fair type of thing. Imagine the rest of the moderators. What are they gonna do? What are the rest of the moderators? There's a new moderator coming in. It's supposed to be, and I don't know what's gonna happen now with Donald Trump and his disease. A new moderator in Miami. The format is going to change a little bit, which is going to be now a town hall type of thing where we get people to ask questions. I think also the 2-minute situation, the 2-minute clock, also put more pressure on it. But again, was it designed like this? Like, why would you give a nuanced answer or a nice answer in 2 minutes? We're talking about global policies, and to be the leader of the free world, you're going to give an answer in 2 minutes? Was that done on purpose? You got to think about that, to be honest. But So the new format is going to be that. And the moderator of that one, which is going to be, I forget the name now, it's some guy from C-SPAN. He has pictures with Joe Biden already and tweets. He has like tweets and pictures like promoting Joe Biden and being Democrat. So there's going to be some partiality right off the bat with this new moderator. So imagine that. It's insane. Guys, let me put these on. I'm so sorry. The number here, you guys forgot the number. Oh, this is the one. This is the one. This is the one. So yeah, guys, 646-470-1077. Even people, fellow co-workers. Wow, I forgot to get this thing here. Fellow co-workers were going at Chris Wallace, man. Fellow co-workers. Let me see if I find it here. Here you go. I found it here. You're gonna see people that work in his thing saying, hey, Chris, what are you doing? Like, look at this. This is, let it load for a little bit, right? This is just crazy. That fellow co-workers like Brian Kilmeade has a show at 10 o'clock in the morning, radio show, where he brings Chris Wallace on constantly. And look what Brian Kilmeade, you guys know Fox and Friends in the Morning, right? Why is at Joe allowed to interrupt at real Donald and real Donald Trump is not? These are fellow co-workers. That's a direct tweet to Chris Wallace. And again, Brian Kilmeade features Chris Wallace all the time on his radio show. Laura Ingraham, Biden seems to interrupt with impunity. Who's doing the impunity? Chris Wallace. This is a contributor from Fox News. I love you, Wallace, but he should get out the way. Like, he's in the middle. Like, let the people answer. He almost seems like he comes to the rescue of Joe Biden when Joe Biden is not able to answer the question. I think the best quote of the night from Donald Trump was when he said, "You have no law enforcement people that are supporting you." What is it, Joe? Tell me, Joe. Tell me who. Tell me one. Name one. He had one. And then out of nowhere, Chris Wallace comes out of left field. Hey, gentlemen, we need to change the topic. Let him answer, or you as a moderator push him on that. He let him get away. Why didn't you answer about, are you going to get rid of the filibuster? Or more importantly, are you going to pack the Supreme Court? He just said, no, I don't want to answer. Joe Biden says, no, I don't want to answer that because my answer is going to be the issue. Of course it's going to be the issue. That's what we want to know. And Chris Wallace did let him get away with all these things. Why? Horrible job, Chris Wallace. Yo, and the text, look at the text. Look at this. Wallace laughing along with Biden isn't a good look. Greg Gutfeld says that was not good. These are people that work with Chris Wallace. Greg Gutfeld says that was not good. Let's see. Somebody wants to call here. Let's see. Caller, you on the air?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey.
Listener.
Hey,
something about Chris Wallace. I mean, from what I'm gathering anyway, it seems like it was just all a deep state kind of plant thing to get all the moderates against Trump, but I think it's working against them.
Why do you say that?
It sounds like between the polls and also, so I have family in North Dakota. On a reservation there, and the thing is the people there, I was thinking they would all be turned off by it, but I guess everybody was kind of all about Trump. So people see what's going on, man. That's what I think, dude. So
who's this, Brendan?
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Brandon.
What's up, bro? How you doing, man?
Doing good. Just sitting here in Alaska.
Greg, great to finally talk to you. Yeah, listen, Brendan. Even a C-SPAN, there's a C-SPAN poll, which I might put it, it's on my Twitter account. Go check me out on Twitter. Even they had I forget the exact numbers, but they had it like 60% for the winner of the debate, 60% winner Donald Trump, and like 18% for Joe Biden, which is crazy. Looking back, hindsight, Brendan, I know everybody, and this is everybody, saw it, that it was a bit chaotic, but to be honest, Trump came out super victorious from that debate, having to take on these two people.
Well, the thing is if they're going to keep on playing that game, I think Trump just shouldn't even debate them at all, and just talk to the American people. Because I guess the next moderator it had a tweet out or something like that where it was like, not Trump, never.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
We're gonna have to really get ready for what's coming because these people aren't stopping. It's bullshit. Sorry for my language, but it's wrong. You know what I mean?
I get you. I mean, I know exactly, Brendan, what you're talking about. And again, it's not to be negative, but we just have to be ready, guys. We don't know what's gonna happen. These are really contested elections. Brendan, you're 100% right. We gotta be ready. We don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy, but this is where we're at.
Well, and then something else I kind of wanted to say is we also need to pray for people and pray for,
Amen,
we're all seeing we're seeing everybody protesting out in the streets and all this and that. Yeah. I really, honestly, man, the other day, I was feeling really down after the debate and I almost felt like it was spiritual, and I really prayed about one thing, because I was like, man, the media is trying to divide people again.
Yeah.
And I prayed, may God, kind of put people together. And I don't know if you've seen it, where they had that Proud Boy in Utah and that Black Lives Matter girl in Utah.
I saw that. Yes, I did. I saw a picture of it. I didn't get into the details or anything like that, but the picture I saw, it was a black girl, Black Lives Matter, and a Proud Boy. I saw that.
Well, seeing that right there, I mean, to me, that's an answer to a prayer, because, man, there is so much more in common that people have, and this whole racism stuff, it's all from the media. And I really think everybody needs to recognize that. And the thing is that this is something, this is a reality, and if you don't believe it, people are kind of blind. You watch all these protesters, it's anywhere from 85 to 90% white. It's not a lot of black people, it's not a lot of Latinos, not any Native Americans. It needs to, people just need to really wake up to this. Is like, we're not each other's enemy. We're not each other's enemy. We got to sit there and pray for each other. If somebody has a different opinion than you, even though you want to fight them or whatever, I mean, I get like that, but I mean, at the same point in time, let's just pray for each other and just rise above all this, man.
Amen. I think 100%. I think that's what we need in America, to be honest, because I mean, it's just again, and you hit it right on the dot. I mean, it's just the media dividing people, and then, like you said, we have more in common than what we have. That's not in common. But again, the media is feeding these lies that is constantly going crazy. But Brandon, man, thank you for calling me, man, and thank you for your commentary, and thank you for always being active in the comments, my brother. God bless and take care, brother.
All right, man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for the work you do, brother.
Amen. Thank you. Same. That's Brendan. Excellent point, man. That was an excellent call, to be honest. Brendan killed it, man. I like the points that he made, and is that's just the reality of it, where we're at in America, to be honest. Our president gets COVID-19, and instead of us being, can we pray for this man? Can we do this for this man? People are literally celebrating that this man got COVID-19. They're doing videos, happy, joyful that this man got COVID-19. I mean, like, how sick do we have to be to want the death of another human being just because we don't agree with the policies that he's doing? Because at the end of the day, Donald Trump hasn't done anything that has killed anybody. He hasn't done anything that he's not doing anything bad on purpose. None of that stuff. And why would you want the death of a president? As a matter of fact, I believe, and calm down, people. I know there's people, it feels hard, right? And while I'm talking, somebody, whoever wants, call up, please, 646-470-1077. How has the debate marinated on you after the fact, or anything that's on your mind? When I first heard the news with President Trump getting positive, and Melania, for the plague, nothing within myself was like, I know Donald Trump is not gonna die. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, it's Morgan.
Morgan, talk to me. How you feeling, Morgan?
Oh, I'm all right. How's everyone?
Can't complain. We're doing good. Talk to me. What's on your mind?
So I wanted to go, if I can rewind back
a
little bit.
Yeah.
The guy that got suspended from was he a biker?
The cyclist. He was a cyclist.
A
cyclist.
I call them bikers too. So just to add to that point, I don't know if everybody's seen it yet or not, but there was a high school student in California on a Zoom call with his chemistry class, and he had a Trump, like just a small Trump flag or whatever on his wall. And the teacher saw it and told him he had 15 seconds to either move the camera or take it down or whatever, or she was going to like disconnect him from the class.
Freaking trash, man.
Yeah, and then there was no, I guess the mom went through the handbook. There's nothing that says you, in the school policy, that you can't have anything political. And besides that, it's in his own room, so
it's his house,
right. It's too invasive to me. But anyway, so she started the 15-second countdown, right? So she's counting, and all of a sudden, the high school kid waves by and then disconnects.
Good job. Good job. Good job.
I know. Good for him. So I guess it was on the news there. And so I just saw this a little bit ago, right before your show started. It was on that Next News Network channel. They're usually a little late.
I know it. I know that.
Yeah.
That Next News Network.
Yeah. So, and then to the debate thing.
Yeah.
I think, a lot of people were saying Trump was like overly aggressive or whatever. I think, honestly, he's just been attacked so long and lied on so long. It was just like a bunch of stuff coming out all at once.
I feel, I know exactly where you're coming from. I think so too. Actually, that passed through my mind too. I'm like, damn, Donald Trump is taking this time to just take it out on everybody. He came out fully guns blazing and nobody was gonna stop him, and that's that, I mean, even though he came out gun blazing and all that, he made some great points, and he got Joe Biden to admit to some real stupidity, to be honest, and I'm glad he did, to be honest.
Right, and I you know what, he had me cracking up though a few times when he was like, one of the times was when he was like, Chris was talking to him or whatever. He goes, yeah, well, I'm debating you, not Joe, and I'm not surprised. I was laughing so hard when he said that. But he said a few funny things, but it was going so fast.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I can't remember all of it, but
that's the thing. Trump is Trump. Everybody knows what you get when Trump is there. The thing with Joe Biden, this caught me by surprise when he called Donald Trump a clown. Like, hey, because Joe Biden tries to play this, I'm a grandpa, I'm, the grandpa, your persona, and I'm an old guy and all this. And he calls, even as a respect for the office of the presidency, why would you call the president of the United States a clown? Why would you do that? And you know what's the funny? What's the funny thing, Morgan? That he does that, and now go on his Twitter. Check. He said, we something to the effect like, we wish well wishes to the president of the United States that he may recover soon. I'm like, how hypocritical this is. That you're gonna do something like this after you called the man a clown and you lied constantly and you try to label this man a racist. Why would you? Why would you pray the hypocrisy against? They want to look like they're professional, in my opinion. And who else did the same thing? Rachel Maddow actually did the same exact thing. She said, we wish well wishes to the president of the United States and a full recovery, blah, blah, blah. The Russian conspiracy theorist leader, Rachel Maddow, says that to the president of the United States.
Okay, when it's already been proven that really Hillary's the Russian conspiracy leader. Whatever. I'm so sick of hearing that, and I honestly, I don't know how. I think Trump is actually quite graceful about every time they say, well, you denounce white supremacy. I think he's graceful because if somebody kept doing that to me, I'd be flipping out because it's old now. Stop it already.
Too much. But this is where we're at, Morgan. I mean, this is where we're at in 2020. I think it's going to be, to be honest, I think it's probably going to be a bit of a benefit to the president to take these 2 weeks off. Some people saw that he looked a bit tired in the debate, and some people believe that this is going to be good for him to take these 2 weeks off and come back 2 weeks before the election fully ready to rock and roll and rejuvenated.
Yep, and just so everyone knows, I think I might have said this before, but who knows, I might have been bourbons in. But I have the morning off on Monday. I'm going to the election commission to vote in person, early voting in person.
Republicans are voting in person. We're all voting in person. There's no vote by mail here.
Right. Well, we can if it's absentee. But obviously that's verified, not mass mail out.
Exactly.
So, and then I don't know if you saw when I first came in the chat, I met a lady that just moved here from Manhattan.
Wow, from Manhattan all the way over there. Wow.
Yeah, I guess her son moved here 14 years ago, and once like the COVID thing happened or whatever, her son was like, well, it's going to get really bad. You need to maybe move here or whatever. But as I was talking to her, she's a Hispanic lady. I was telling her about your show, and I was telling her that I was trying to learn Spanish, so I always dip in the Spanish version. And she was like, no. She was like, the best way to learn, she was like, karaoke.
that is a great way to learn Spanish and do that. It's insane. Morgan, for the guys that don't know, Morgan, she dips every once in a while into the my Spanish show, which I have right after this one. Actually, is gonna be starting in a couple minutes. She goes in there and she commingles with the people, and she called in the other time to the Spanish channel, which was really good, and I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, and she told me to tell you, since I was telling her about your show and all that, she was giving me a rundown of where Cubans live in the city, blah blah blah, and then she was like, yeah, I lived in my apartment for 45 years, and so she came from the Lower East Side.
I know where's that at. Yeah, that's the Lower East Side. It's actually just like that. It's down on the lower part of the island of Manhattan, and there's a lot of it's sometimes it's there's parts where they're a little bit ghetto down there, to be honest. Yeah.
Well, she's a really sweet lady, obviously older, but she was talking to me, and she was like, I had to get out of there, and I didn't question her, I didn't pry or anything like that, but I just got the feeling like I know what she means, but she's just not saying it,
Yeah.
So I didn't. She was like, yeah, it's not good right now. But she's going back. She's going back on Tuesday. She said her sister from Florida is going up there to meet her for like some kind of birthday party or something like that. So I hope she's safe. When she goes up there, because obviously they're like elderly and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. And New York City is insanity, but that's where we're at.
Right. So anyway, I just wanted to brush through those points real quick, and everyone wish me luck. I have a first date tomorrow at the gun range.
Oh, very nice. I envy you. I envy you, but in a good way, in a great way. All right.
Yeah. So hopefully it goes good, and everybody have a good night. And I will probably at least be listening to Spanish channel, because I still gotta cook dinner.
No problem. No, do what you gotta do, Morgan. Thank you so much. Take care, sister. God bless.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. That's Morgan. You'll see her in the chat. You're so cool. She's always ready to rock and roll here. Always calling up in here. The number is to call 646-470-1077. I was talking about the president contracting the plague, as he calls it, right? Beverly Beatty. You guys remember Beverly Beatty? The black girl who's a very Christian girl who went and was destroying the Black Lives Matter, what they call murals or painting. She said that she was praying to, because she saw the debate, she saw Trump was tired. She prayed to the Lord for God to give him peace. And the next news she hears is that he contracted the plague. And she was like, that's my answer to my prayer. Because now he's going to be 2 weeks forcefully to be resting home. He's at Walter Reed now, there for evaluation. He's some call it asymptomatic, not showing a lot of this signs of the virus, which is good. But I think he's gonna come out good. Caller, you on the air? Hello. Hey, how you doing? Just listen to me through the phone.
Okay, yeah, I got the volume down.
Yeah. Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. How you doing, my man?
Can't complain. Thank God we're alive, and now better that I'm talking to you. What's on your mind?
Hey, so I got a question for you. I've been seeing a lot on my Facebook feed. I've been seeing a lot on social media and stuff like that. A lot of people saying, like, now that they're seeing all this thing with Trump getting COVID and all that, they're praying for him to pass away and all that. How you feel about that? You guys may have talked to it already.
I feel, this is just me personally, I feel really good about it, to be honest. I'm a Christian. I believe nothing happens that God does not permit. I think it's for a reason that he got this disease, that he got COVID. I think, I think he's been working a lot. He's been traveling a lot. You were talking about a 70-something-year-old man here. I think he needs to rest. I think it's better if he takes these first 2 weeks off. We're in October, the last month before the election. I think it's better if he takes off this first 2 weeks and then comes gun blazing the last 2 weeks. I feel in my heart, again, I'm not a soothsayer. I don't know the future. I feel in my heart that President Donald Trump is going to come out nice and good, just the same way Boris Johnson came out in the UK. We're talking about a man, a big guy, a guy that's kind of fat, overweight. Same situation. I think the president has come out. He's gonna come out stronger. What I am a little bit worried about is actually when he gets healed, and he says that obviously he's gonna take hydroxychloroquine. He gets healed, and then he tells everybody that he got healed by hydroxychloroquine. I'm a little bit worried how the liberal heads are going to explode when that happens.
Yep. I think that's going to blow some minds. I think a lot of people I think a lot of the education in our country doesn't really understand exactly how important hydroxychloroquine really is. I mean, you know, you got troops deploying to certain places overseas having to take it, and you know, we're looking at this thing, and the media narrative has just kind of twisted this into something that is just so blown out of proportion. It really blows my mind. But I'm 100% with you, man. Like I just thought I'd throw that in there. I don't know if you guys have talked about it already or not, but it just, you know, it makes me sad as a Christian in America to see, you know, people that I know and interact with and at some point have considered adding to my life in some way, you know, saying that they're praying for this to take down our president. You know, this is a terrible time, but appreciate you and God bless you.
It is like that, but you know what? Before you go, and that way you hear my response. I believe again, everything happens for a reason, and it's for you to see how evil these human beings are. It's for you to see that, you know, how evil they are when they decide the death of a president. And you know what chaos that will bring to the United States, and especially at this time. And that's it. This is what these people are wishing, because their father is not their real biological father or mother. Their father is actually the devil. And that's where we're in America, sadly. But my brother, thank you so much for calling me, man. God bless and take care.
Hey, God bless you, brother.
Thank you.
The show.
Same. Thank you. Great call, man. Great call. These are the type of people that I like. And this is the type of community, guys, that we are going to. I'm going to have to turn off the lines. Sorry for anybody else that was going to call. We're still working. And as I was saying, this is the type of show that we're going to be creating here. There's a lot of activity, man. I saw like 26 something people up in here, man. There's so much people up in this chat, man. What you guys are crazy. Let me see. Burnsy Bird's up in the house. Jawa, I mentioned before. Dial-Up is here. Who's Dial-Up? No clue, but I'm glad Dial-Up is here. Dial-Up, man. That reminds me of... you guys remember the old internet service, obviously Dial-Up, when you had only one line in the house? And so look, in my house, so there's boys, right? We were boys, younger boys, right? And we were on the internet constantly. So we would take the line from the phone and we would plug it into the computer. And you know, you cannot call during that time to the house because obviously it's being used by the internet. I remember we had an uncle that used to call me like, yo, what's going on? I'm calling, nobody's picking up. And it's because we all on the internet constantly, man. It's crazy. So Ronnie's in the house. Damon doing what he does like always. QT, look, QT up here, guys. I told you QT's a real person. Look at QT right there. Let me see QT. Our POTUS needs that rest and quiet. Yes, I have to agree with you, QT. And I hope you, those 50 Amazon bucks, you got some service out of that, right? Alpha Tyler is here. Alpha has a good channel. He does reactions. Go check him out. He looks like a nice country white boy, man. Looks like a cool dude. Go check him out. I don't know him, but I went to his channel and he looks cool, man. Go check him out. Duarte's up in the house. Guys, thank you so much. There's a lot of people here, man. Guys, we're building something amazing on the Valentine show. We're gonna be, as the time progresses, we're gonna be adjusting the times. When the time, I've noticed that from the time that I turn on the lines, for the most part, I usually just speak to like 3 people, meaning I only have time to speak to like 3 people. Again, I don't like cutting people off. I like to have conversation with human beings. I'm not gonna have you call up in here and then you have something to say and then I'm gonna just hang up the phone on you like they do in radio shows. I don't want to do that. So I might be adjusting the time or maybe making it longer or maybe starting a little bit early. But these are good things, guys, because that means that there's growth. I appreciate all you guys. I'm really grateful for all that you guys do for me. And right now, the only things you guys are doing for me is giving likes and comments. And I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Guys, take care. Open up your eyes. See what's really important in your life. Go after that. Wake up from this world constantly telling you what you should do. You should get a cell phone because everybody has one, a car because everybody has a car, an expensive house that I'm not able to pay, and get a mortgage for 30 years that I can't pay, etc., etc. Start realizing why you do the things you do. Very important, guys. We're going to El Show de Valentine, the Valentine show in Spanish, because I want to talk the very good Spanish with you, my friend. You got it good, my friend? Eh? We're going with my wife, and we're going to do the Valentine, El Show de Valentine in Spanish. See you guys there. God bless. Godspeed. Me, Valentine. I am